My name is Nicholas Pruitt, and I know many of you. I think I've noticed a theme is don't waste your time here. And I think don't wait till you're at our stage to look back and see all that God done. Notice it right now. But when I think about it, there's so many things I could say. I think the one thing that God did for me when I first arrived is the Lord helped me to get grounded in Him. When I got here, I really believe I could have went either way. I could have followed the Lord's will for my life, or I could have done whatever I wanted. And I just came here on a whim almost. And how God grounded me was through good, godly influences. And when I got into the dorm, I got in a room with good, godly young men who were a good example to me. I got into a friend group with good, godly young men. I didn't deserve to be with them. I really didn't. But they took me in and they taught me. One of my friends in this room, he taught me how to go soul winning. I'd never been soul winning before. God has done so many things for me here, and He's used good influences to do that. That's the first thing, is get a hold those relationships that you build, the good relationships, not the bad ones. The good ones, they'll go with you for the rest of your life. Hold on to those things. And another thing God has done for me here is to give direction. Like I said, when I got here, I really wasn't in any sort of spiritual state of strength at all, and when I got here, the Lord began to work in my life, and I began to seek the Lord, and I didn't know if God wanted me to be a preacher. I didn't know what God wanted me to do at all. I thought I wanted to go to the ministry, and then freshman year, I began to get troubled about that, and then missions conference came around, and that's the time when all the kids make their decisions, and there was the students that were like, in this many years, I'm going here, I'm going to be there for this many years, I'm going there, and then I'm doing this, and it's like they had their whole life planned out, and I was like, Lord, I'm trying to seek you. I don't have anything, and I remember one morning service after, I was just so distraught about it. I went and got alone with the Lord, and I wept about it. And I would tell you the whole story, but you'd probably call me crazy. But the Lord brought me to this passage supernaturally. And I'll read in Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 13. It says, "For when God made promise to Abraham, because he could swear by no greater, he swore by himself, saying, surely blessing I will bless thee, and multiplying I will multiply thee." And then this verse was the first thing my eyes saw when I opened my Bible. And so after he had patiently endured, he obtained the promise. And the Lord just gave me great peace. And I've seen from before that time and after, God has never failed to keep a promise to me. And as I've went and I think of the time when I went to Montana, and it was April, and I owed $3,000 on my school bill, and I didn't know what to do. And one night after a message, I decided, Lord, I'm not going to be discouraged about this anymore. And I called my fiance, my now fiance, and that's a good thing to get from college too. And I called her and I was like, let's pray about this. And the Lord helped me. And then the next day, God gave me $3,000. And then that same day, He gave me another $3,000. And I'll tell you, God will keep His promises. He will. You'll see amazing things if you just stay with it. Don't quit.